All right, welcome to This Week with Patch News. I have with me today Bart Harper from Allegheny Properties. And Bart, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it.
And we're going to talk a little bit about your involvement in the community, and a little bit of some of the past stuff you've done and some of the stuff you're getting into now. So kind of a news update across the board about what's new with Bart Harper and Allegheny Properties. I know you stay really busy, so we'll talk a little bit about the past. I know in the past you've organized dinners and done fundraisers, and I know that we were a direct recipient with our Thai students. You've had a dinner in the past, so tell me a little bit about that and how it came about, and a little bit of your efforts to do stuff for the community.
You know, the community is important. I grew up here, as did you.
Lifelong resident, we went to high school together.
So yeah, you know, it's always good to give back to the community. You know, and I'm not saying that we have a lot of money or, but you know, if you can afford to do so, then you really should do it.
Right. And we had a conversation, and you had a dinner probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a couple.
And the proceeds went to Thai food, which is fantastic. Out of the blue, you knew that Thai food had talked about what they were doing, and you had that dinner. So, and that kind of led into some of the other stuff you're doing with the community, and specifically the archery range. That's been the latest project you've donated to.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that, and what Allegheny Properties has in it, so that it's important to our community.
Yeah, I tell you, you have to say pretty much a thank you to Greg Causey, who is the CEO, our CEO. He actually, that's more him than it is me. Right. You know, Greg is a great guy. If you ever talk to him, and he's very giving, and you know, and you get hit up a lot when you're a business
in a small community, a small town. It's every week someone's asking.
It is, and it's true. And I mean, so we have to kind of limit what we do and pick and choose, you know. But we always, you know, the kids are number one. You know, you have kids. We have kids the same age. Actually, I have 2 boys, and so, you know, that'll be happening for the next 18, 20 years.
18, 20 years, hopefully,
And then they'll have kids, and I'll be
start all over. There you go.
By the time they are,
the cycle will start over. So
exactly.
And that's one of the things. You know, Allegheny Properties has always been on that giving end, especially with what we're involved in. And you guys sponsored one of our targets at our community archery range. So you're keeping yourself out there, and you're staying involved with the community. Talk a little bit about why that's important to you. As you said, you have 2 boys. You're involved in a lot of stuff. Why is it important that you guys stay involved as much as you are?
Well, you know, it's number one. It's just the help. You know, it's the help, and
well, talk a little bit about what you do with your sons. I mean, I know you stay busy.
Yeah, so. You know, the boys are now Trey. He's my gamer. I mean, he likes the computer and stuff like that. Now I got him out, and he played soccer this summer.
Right. Yep. Had a good time doing soccer.
Along with Shay. You know, he's my 6-year-old, and Trey's 9. And of course, Shay's outweighs and is bigger than my 3rd grader.
Right.
So he's more of an athlete, but now Trey, he's getting out there, and he actually did a pretty good job with soccer. Now Shay, he's into basketball. Yep. He's going to be playing baseball this year for the first time, and you know, I really want to get him in football next year. Yep. He's just a big boy. He's a brute, you know.
Yep.
Maybe one of these days.
He's definitely athletic, so that helps. He's taking after you. And
yeah, well, I mean, I don't know about that, but and so your girls, actually your girls are probably more athletic than both of my boys put together.
Yeah,
so,
that's a
and
rough
competitive. So.
So you have a personal interest in the community, and again, you're bringing your kids in this, and you're staying involved. And that's really important. So with that personal investment comes your interest in the community. And again, as Allegheny Properties, as you said, you're staying really busy. Talk a little bit about your new adventures. And I know right before this you showed us a little bit of video. And what's new? Tell me what's new.
Well, we're playing
exciting stuff.
It is kind of exciting. You know, if there's a slim chance that perhaps there's going to be a reality show here in West Virginia. It's kind of like $1 Million Listing, but it is it kind of goes the other way.
Right.
It's $30,000 listings.
So it's geared towards that property that's specific.
It is, and of course, you know, $30,000 isn't going to get you much. Right. You know, and those are the kind of fixer-uppers, the foreclosures, and that kind of thing. But yeah, we were contacted via email, and of course, we thought it was kind of a joke at first, and but a casting director actually contacted our office And I think they've contacted several of the real estate offices here in West Virginia, but I did my second interview. They did a first interview,
Yep.
and then you get a call back
Right.
if they liked your first answers. So I did my online video interview last night. Went pretty well. And so I'm trying to get that to them this evening.
Yep.
And this is the last week of casting, so I mean, there's a chance there, Dave.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean,
you have to take a chance, and it would put us on the map.
Oh yeah,
as far as that goes.
Like you said, you have to throw yourself out there. It'd be
Yes.
great positive publicity for West Virginia and Roane County.
Right.
Which in reality shows that's always a good thing, having positive reality shows. So,
Yeah, that's always positive.
yeah, I mean, so that's fantastic. Now I know you came in today. You have some realty tips.
Sure.
That you talked with Greg. So talk a little bit about that end of it. What is Allegheny Properties? What do you specialize in?
You know, we do it all. We sell raw land. We sell the little houses. We sell the big stuff, the farms. So we really specialize in basic real estate.
How big of a crew do you have?
We have, I believe, 4 agents, and then our CEO.
Okay.
And
so you have a pretty strong team of 5.
We do, and we're actually we actually lost one of our agents recently, but I think we're getting ready to gain another one, so that'll put us up to 6 again.
What kind of area do you cover?
We cover mostly Roane County, Calhoun. Those are the big ones. Once in a while, we'll hit Jackson
local.
County.
Yep.
We are. I mean, you got to remember, if you list a property in, oh gosh, let's say Ravenswood even, which I had one listed over there, your odds of selling a place, maybe 1 out of 50 that you'll sell. The rest of them you're showing. So the gas money.
Yeah. So if it's not local, it's harder on you. Okay.
That's why I invested in a motorcycle.
There
last year,
Cheap
it was breaking me up, So
okay. All right. So knowing that, tell us a little bit about your realty tips and kind of what you can tell folks out there.
One of the big things that people don't understand is that, and I've had friends who didn't do this, didn't follow this, which and I explained to them, you can stay with me, but if you have an agent, you need to stay with the same agent, really. What people don't realize is, let's say that Board Depew has one listed. Jennifer is a really good friend of mine.
Yep.
I call Jennifer and I can show that house.
Right.
So people don't realize that. They think you just call
you have
the
to
office.
Go with 2 signs out there.
Right.
So a little bit of loyalty. Stick with your agent.
That's the big one.
Let them do the work for you.
I've had it happen to me, and of course I'm pretty easygoing, but the thing is, if I go show you 7 properties, Dave, and then you call another agent, here I spent all this time with you, and I have time invested in you, and then I lose out on a commission. So that's the number one thing. Another thing is we have people looking to get financed. The best thing to do is to go to the bank and get pre-approved. We actually worked a little bit last year, and you
Poca Valley Bank,
there.
They're great.
Poca Valley does real well with us, and they'll get you pre-approved. Because why go look at a $100,000 home
if you can't afford it? There's no sense. So
and
do a little bit of homework up front, and that'll solve a lot of problems.
It cuts down on the waste of time, and because you don't want to waste your time, don't want to waste my time,
and there's no sense in looking at something you can't afford.
Right, exactly. So, and another thing is, through USDA, a lot of people around here, we're a lower socioeconomic group here in Roane County. A lot of people don't have 20% down to put, down on a property. So my advice there is to go through like a USDA loan, a secondary mortgage, whereas you're going to have 100% financing.
Get into the programs that'll help fit your needs.
Okay. And the big thing is and I've just had this happen with a really good friend of mine. He was trying to buy a house through USDA. I was skeptical because the houses through USDA and these secondary mortgages, have to be almost immaculate.
Right, they have to meet all the codes and the checks.
Because they're going to have to be inspected.
Yep. So they have to have a really good inspection.
I don't care how good the house is. My house was really nice when I bought it, and we still had stuff to do.
Oh yeah, that happens. That happened with our first house. We got the first time home buyers deal, and you had to go through a whole checklist of stuff. Okay, so make sure you're aware of that. Yeah,
stay away from the fixer-uppers, and because you're not
trying to incorporate it in.
You waste $500-600 on an appraisal, $500 on the inspection.
Yep.
You're out $1,100.
Right.
Every time you buy a house, it is
not including your time.
Yeah. So ask your realtor. Say, hey, do you think this house is going to pass?
So I think 3 really good tips there. 1, stay with your realtor and work with them because, as you said, it's not always about the sign in the yard, but it's working with the realtor and letting them help you.
Oh yeah.
And then 2, I almost forget number 2. Help me out.
Oh, number 2. I don't know. I can't remember.
We went back and we talked about Cena will remember.
Was it the...
Cena didn't remember.
It was just getting pre-approved.
Getting pre-approved, yes. Do your homework. Yeah, shoot, how can we forget that one? All right, so do your homework, have your finances in order, and be ready to buy what you can afford to buy. Right. And then number 3, use the West Virginia housing programs to help meet your needs.
Right.
And just be aware, though, that
those are definitely top 3
some
right
strings
there.
that come with those. Okay, so fantastic. So if someone out there is asking about or wanting to know about property, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, you can email me. A lot of people don't like to talk on the phone, okay? Or you can text. I do a lot of texting.
Yep.
There's some people I don't want to talk to. But
well, and you have you do other jobs.
Yeah,
it's hard. Showing other customers. So communication is key.
Right.
So if they want to get a hold of you, you guys have a website?
We do. You can go to AlleghenyProperties.net.
Okay.
You can email me at bart@AlleghenyProperties.net.
Okay.
And of course, our phone number at the office is 304-927-8214.
Okay. So there you go. If you have any realty needs, questions, concerns, call Bart. And again, what I like to say, one of the big supporters of the community. You have an investment in our community. You have 2 sons that are into all kinds of stuff in our community, and you're supporting our local Thai food group, supporting our local community archery range. So you're in a community, and I think that's fantastic. Also, a local teacher at the elementary school.
That's
so you got a hand in everything, and
almost 15 years in now. Can you believe that?
And you might even dress up as Elvis every once in a while.
Oh, every once in a while.
That's the rumor I spread anyway. There you go. So again, any realty concerns, get a hold of Bart Harper here, Allegheny Properties. And thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming on the show today.
Dave. I appreciate it.
And again, if you have any questions, AlleghenyProperty.net, and email, phone call, whatever you got to do.
Remember, you can look on all the local realtor websites, and I can show you any of those. So
there you go.
Keep that in mind.
All right. Well, thanks again. That's our show for this week. We'll be back next week with a new guest, and we'll talk about more important stuff that we have going on in the community and great things going on. So again, Bart Harper for this week with Allegheny Properties.
All right.